Let's get into the news. Let's get into exactly what's happening. So the cryptocurrency market is down 2.73%. Now, so follow along. Okay, so Sam Bankman-Fried pretty much owns two different things, right? Two different companies, you could say. Almeida Research and FTX. Now, Alameda Research is a trading firm, right? FTX, of course, is the cryptocurrency exchange we all have come to love. Well, some of us love. Now, regardless of what you say about FTX has been some sort of bridge between DeFi and regular ass people, normies, you could say. Now, some people say that FTX is not really DeFi. I understand that, but he's making it so normies understand crypto. You know, they have Tom Brady shilling FTX every freaking football commercial, which is like people don't like those kinds of ads, but it puts cryptocurrency inside their minds. We have FTX going on CNBC, which has been the best news channel to cover cryptocurrency. They've been pretty straightforward with the news. And although, you know, not a lot of people watch them right now, but when crypto was running, a lot of people were watching them because it's good ass information. It's cool to see a news place talk about crypto accurately, right? Now, I'm sure they do paid promotions and stuff like that, but still, I think it's good. SBF has been on their news network and talked about his come up and those sorts of things. Okay. Almeida Research is a company, right? It's a trading firm that it's not public. So their balance sheet isn't public. It's still private. But apparently it got leaked. Right? It got leaked. Their balance sheet got leaked from June, right? A Coinbase article leaked it. Whatever. Now, this has sparked a lot of controversy, and I'll explain why here in a second. But this is a video that BitBoy Crypto made a little while ago, so check this out. That was funny.
The Congress and gets in front of the Senate Banking Committee. Why do you think he's the number 2 overall donor to Joe Biden? Control. Once this becomes public and everybody sees what he's doing, his jig is up. He may try to deflect and say, well, that's FTX US is trying to do this. No, Sam, it's you. We all know it. We're not dumb. Get yourself a haircut and grow some balls and stand up for what you're supposed to stand up for, which is crypto, instead of standing up for what you want to do, which is political philosophy and your own pockets. Why do you think he goes?
Okay, so if you guys did not know, the top federal level mega donors for this cycle, Sam Bankman-Fried is number 4. So SBF is lobbying. Look at how much money he's given to Republicans and Democrats. So 200,000 to Republicans, 37 million for Democrats, and then 2 million for nonpartisan, bipartisan. Now, lobbying is not anything new. A lot of people do it, right? But this is interesting because we know that SBF is paying people or donating to push his agenda, whatever his agenda is. A lot of people say, well, you know, maybe it's, you know, good for crypto. A lot of people said, no, they want to make crypto more centralized and he's being selfish. And this is the drama between BitBoy and SBF, because yes, BitBoy is a shiller. I get that. He's a little shiller. He does promotions. He's like us, but at a mega level. He's a big shitcoin, you could say, influencer, but he does deliver crypto news and it's pretty good. And he's saying that, no, I'm not the suit and tie guys. You're the suit and tie guys, FBS. Don't put us in the same league, right? Pretty much. So it's like this battle between like old school crypto and new school crypto. And it's like, if we want mass adoption, I feel like new school crypto has to win because DeFi is just kind of crazy. So, but we know that SBF is a top level donor. So keep that in mind. Okay. So this is where the drama happens. The balance sheet for Almeida Research was leaked, right? It was leaked and it showed, and I did this. So shout out to Traders University kind of helped me out with this and put it on paper here. He pointed out one thing that no one pointed out, which I thought was very interesting. So their total assets are 14.6 billion. Here's the thing. 6 billion of those assets are an FTT token, FTX token. What do you say when FTX, the exchange, maybe minted tokens for another company that SBF runs? So he pretty much created assets. So $6 billion is FTT token. So it's like you make your own money and it's like the US printing money. So it's kind of suspicious, right? It's like, wait, what? And this happened at the end of June. So it turns out that Almeida has 8.8 billion in liabilities, 6.6 billion in equities, and 5.8 billion of those equities are FTT token. So shout out to Traders University. I have the video in the description. He found out that back when this article was published at the end of June, at the end of June, you could see May, June, that their market cap was only 3.5 billion. So how the hell does Almeida Research have $6 billion of FTT tokens and their market cap's only $3.5 billion? Impossible. That's the suspicion. Okay. Well, now what happens, right? So the balance sheet for Almeida Research was leaked. Remember, these are private companies, so you don't have to disclose any of that information. So it's like their main asset was FTX token. It's like FTX creating fake money to fund a business. Kind of weird to claim it's an asset, right? Large percentage of the firm. That's crazy, right? Now, CZ came out and tweeted this, saying, as part of Binance's exit from FTX equity last year, Binance received roughly $2.1 billion USD equivalent in cash, BUSD and FTT. Due to recent revelations that have came to light, we have decided to liquidate any remaining FTT in our books, which means CZ and BNB are going to dump their FTX tokens. Now, you could say that it's a genuine concern for people because what happened with Terra Luna Classic, remember? They kind of held till the wheels fell off with Terra Luna Classic, and now they have a bunch of Terra Luna tokens. Now they have these derpy derps in the Terra Luna Classic community thinking that Terra Luna is going to go back to $1, like living a damn dream, which it's not going to. But so pretty much CZ saying he's seeing the writings on the wall. But some other people are saying, well, if CZ announces that they're going to sell all of their tokens, well, then everybody else is like, well, Binance is the largest exchange right now. And they're saying they're going to sell all their FTX tokens. Well, what's going to happen to the rest of the public? They're going to freak out and sell it too. So is this a competitor? Because keep in mind, CZ and SBF were like this, son. Especially during the downfall of Terra Luna Classic. They were trying to bail cryptocurrency projects out. They were like the Federal Reserve of cryptocurrency, right? They were just trying to bail all these projects out to keep the entire cryptocurrency market from taking a dump. Well, so is it genuine concern? Or since, CZ and Binance were early investors in FTX, they were given liquidity and those sorts of things, right? Very, very interesting, right? Very, very interesting. So is this another bank run? Is this the fall of FTX? Because people are starting to take their money out and freak out. Now, I don't use FTX because to me, it's a little too centralized, right? Interesting. Okay, very, very interesting. Here's the thing. FTX addresses user withdrawal complaints amid major token movements. So a lot of money is flowing out of FTX right now. And keep in mind, a lot of that is from Binance. Now, they're not going to dump it all at once because they don't want to just dump. They're going to dump it over the next few months, right? Or something like that. They don't want to dump it all at once. Okay, well, a lot of money's moving out of FTX. Now, is this just Binance or is it a bunch of users? Because users are complaining that it's taking a long time to get their money. Now, keep in mind, guys, for centralized exchanges, if these guys ever go bankrupt, the money you have on there can be used as in bankruptcy court, right? So it's like they can freeze your withdrawals and deposits, and that money can be used. Let me take a sip of coffee because this thing blew my mind this morning and yesterday. This is crazy. We're having two juggernauts fighting. And it's like we're like the kids and mom and dad are yelling at each other. And we're like, Mom, stop, Dad, stop. And it's like we're all the kids watching here. And, it's kind of traumatizing because look at big drama show. But right now we need to come together in cryptocurrency. But if FTX is doing shady shit like this, and it has to be exposed, right? Because it was a sooner or later kind of thing, right? All right, so FTX addressed the complaints. So they tweeted and said, support updates. Matching engines are all running smoothly. Bitcoin withdrawals, churning through them, node is throughput limited. So they're pretty much saying that there's a lot of we have asked. So what FTX is saying that we have all the assets to cover everybody's transactions, right? So that happens. Fine, great. They have all the assets to cover those transactions so people can pull out all they want. So they are saying that everything's fine, but this is what happened when other, Three Arrows Capital, Celsius, Voyager, everything else said, right? We're all good. Everything's fine now. So that's what's happening right now. FTX is saying everything's fine. They addressed the issue. They were saying, okay, now check this out. This is big. CZ says liquidating our FTT is just post-exit risk management. They're saying it's risk management. We learned from Luna. We gave support before, but we won't pretend to make love after divorce. So he's not banging his ex, which I think is very fun. He said, "We are not against anyone, but we won't support people who lobby against other industry players behind their backs." Onward. So CZ feels betrayed. CZ thinks that behind his back, SBF is lobbying against Binance. And this is where a lot of this money is going, lobbying. So CZ kind of feels betrayed. It's personal, baby. It's personal. The number one exchange says it's personal. Are they trying to smush their competitors? Which would be very interesting because last year, there were some shit coins, Saitama, other shit coins that were pumping. And nothing really happened. Well, and their ranking on CoinMarketCap, which is owned by Binance, right? It wasn't updating. So is CZ, are they after their competitors? Which I'm like, hey man, it's a capitalistic world. You know what I mean? Like, hey, they're trying to smush their competitors, but it is true. SBF is lobbying. Is it at the expense of CZ? He's saying, hey man, you are going behind our back. He says, not a war or battle. We do some house cleaning and then move on. Ooh, with that ether, baby. Thank you so much, Nick P, for the $20 donation. I'll get to the $20 donation right now, but we have to cover this story because it is so damn important for all of us. Shit coins, whatever we're into. This is important, okay? This could be bad. Okay. All right. So check this out. So this is the so check this out. So you can see all the money. This is look on chain. You can see all the money coming out of FTT, and this is pretty interesting that I saw right here. Hold on. Okay, so this is showing which altcoins should you watch besides FTT, because Almeida had a bunch of different coins that they were doing, right? And it's SRM, Lido, I think this is REN, BTC, ETH, DAI, like all these different cryptocurrencies you should watch out with, because if the Almeida collapses for some reason, a lot of these could collapse too. So just keep that in mind. I mean, I don't know how look at FTX collapsing is kind of far-fetched still, right? It's kind of far-fetched. You know what I mean? But still. Okay. So let me go ahead and then SBF says this. As a competitor is trying to go after us with false rumors. Bro, just say Binance, dude. Come on. We know who it is. FTX is fine. Assets are fine. Details. FTX has enough to cover all client holdings. We don't invest client assets, even in treasury. So the issue is some of these exchanges with Celsius, that they were taking client assets and investing them, thinking that the cryptocurrency market would be fine forever. But that's still not true, right? We have been processing all withdrawals and will continue to be. Some details on withdrawal speed. Of course, you talked about it right here. So pretty much SBF is saying it's fine that they are trying to go after us. And then he says, pretty much, where's it at? But he pretty much like says, all right, you want to go? Let's go, baby. Where's it at? I don't know where it's at, but he says, pretty much they're saying, all right, we can sell some of our Binance too. So that's why we're seeing, I can't find it. That's why you're seeing Binance is also down 5% today, as long as FTT taking a fat dump. So these kind of the two big cryptocurrency exchanges are battling it out. And of course, Caroline, I believe who's like the main executive at Alameda Research, came out and said, hey, we'll buy all of Binance's FTX tokens at $22 per price. And I think that's what they're at, right? Per share, yeah. So that $22 right now. But I mean, this is kind of a flex, right? Of course she would come out and say this because it shows like, oh no, we'll buy them all from you like now, which shows, yeah, we could take it, like we're good, we're fine. But this is how all these cryptocurrency exchanges posture before a fat downfall. Okay, now I'll shut up because that's the main news and I'll talk to you guys, but damn, right? Damn.